Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football, and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with Volunteers will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig see.
Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Using the quick game. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's straight. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And as a defensive guy, it's so hard to cover these running backs out of the backfield because it starts to go to the flat. Oh, no, I got to go cover him, and then boom. He hits that angle route, cuts right inside, gets inside of me, and now I'm just chasing him, trying to get him on the ground. Nice route by the offense.
Gets it out quickly. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Slams it ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Line gets set, 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Finds the tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Everett. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll run it again. Keeps the legs moving. The Vols will move the sticks.
Now, I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Now they're going to throw it. He's got his man.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Vols have pushed it inside the 20. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Staley. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They'll try the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
The end of the first quarter with the score Arkansas 7, Tennessee 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
Took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Looking for a productive of play on first down. The give to the back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run. Showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Jackson will throw. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Here on 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Offense facing 4th down.
Wide out in motion. They'll run for it on 4th down. The Volunteers will keep this drive going. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
First down play at 2nd and 6. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quickly complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage. And when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. He leaves it with the back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, Arkansas.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Staley. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Farmer.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The aerial assault continues. Got it in the middle. It's Farmer. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Trying to get to it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Gets it out fast. Touchdown ball! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
They're testing the right side here.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know they only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 3rd down play from the gun. Catch in the middle, it's Blunt. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Tennessee.
They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it on the outside. It's Blunt. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Blunt. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Spreads the uprights. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to crank up the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll go right back to it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The Volunteers have this offense rolling. Quarterback checking off. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Volunteers! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arizona State is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 16 over Florida State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. You see my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Second down after that incompletion. Using his legs, it's straight. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He's going to pass. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 20. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Tennessee 24, Arkansas 7.
Ready up. Set him on this drive, boys. Here we go.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up 3rd down.
Like watching paint dry.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24.
Cut it, cut it.
Out of the gun, the inside give. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Running to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Gets open down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at...
Off he goes. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had this screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front. getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they tacked on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Still running at the 40. Hit the afterburners, kid. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Prove on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? Who we talk about all the time. Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Jackson will throw. Got it set up on the outside. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose down the left side. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Arizona State is up big right now, and honestly, it feels like the Forks have been up since the opening kick. They're up by 30 over Florida State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And as we get later in this game, Jesse, you want to keep moving the ball and being aggressive, but don't turn the thing over. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. They'll leave it with him. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard, it's good. A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. The offense comes out needing a score here, down 1 possession. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Getting some heat. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
A lot of times you can tell by the pass set, that tackle gets really, really quick. You can tell that ball's going to come out quick. Great job by the defensive end, seeing the ball come out quick, getting his hands in the air, and deflecting the football.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. They'll run the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on 1st down. Feeling some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Jackson gonna throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Gets away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the move is the 30. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. A shot toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most...
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
You never know. Every point is important to some. And the extra point at the end makes it a 6-point loss. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.